get that high because you're not enjoying it. But for example, if you love going running or you love cycling or swimming, you're going to get that experience, the high then, because you enjoy it.
Right. That makes it's not that there was something wrong with me. It was just I didn't find the thing that I enjoy, so I wasn't able to then experience the highs.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes sense. The biggest form of exercise I do these days is walking, and by walking I mean going for like long 5-6 mile walks, which personally I absolutely love doing. I go out for a nice long brisk walk and in the middle of nowhere and thinking about all sorts of stuff. So refreshing and relaxing. I guess that's the kind of thing that you get when you find an exercise that you do enjoy.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I expect you're quite lucky being located where you are. You've got those big Scottish hills and the Scottish countryside that you can go for walks in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just finding what you enjoy doing. And, often with some people, it's just like just getting outdoors, going for a bit of a walk and getting that fresh air is what they enjoy.
Got it. Okay. So anybody for someone who's listening and sort of thinking, okay, I get it. Maybe I should give this exercise thing another shot then. Maybe I was being a bit unfair. Maybe I just wasn't giving it a chance. What's the best way to get started? I mean, presumably going down to the gym and hitting the gym an hour a day, 5 days a week isn't going to necessarily be the best start, or is it the best start? How should one kind of ease their way into this stuff?
What I suggest first normally is like start with basic habit changes. So, for example, perhaps walking a little bit more. So maybe turning their commute into an active commute. So like walking to work, or if they've got a bike, cycling, or even if they have to drive to work, just like parking slightly further away so you get a few more steps. Normally that's what I suggest people start with. And then with the gym, I say only if it's convenient to you. So if you have one close to where you live or close to where you work, only then should you look at joining the gym. And then when you have joined the gym, make sure that you go for a gym induction if you've never used a gym before, and then look at getting yourself a program to follow. Because the mistake a lot of people make with gyms is that they go in blind, they don't really know what they're doing, so they think, oh yeah, it's not working for me, and then they stop. Whereas if you actually have a program to follow, you know what you should be doing and when you should be doing it, how often you should be training. And then because you have that program, you get better results, you stay for longer.
Got it. Okay, so a few key steps there. So the gym is like a couple of steps further down the line. It start off just by gradually building your fitness up a little bit, as you say. Do a little bit more exercise, a bit more walking. Maybe get off the bus a couple of stops earlier than you would, and just walk that last bit. Walk to work if you can, or cycle to work, or whatever. I guess if you're able to walk or cycle to work, that's a really good use of time, because it's not going to take that much longer in the great scheme of things than driving there, especially in some of the cities where driving speed these days seems to be slower than walking speed. So you're going to gradually build things up a bit there. And then once, actually an interesting thing that I picked up that you're saying there is go to a gym, but only if it's convenient. Why is, I can kind of guess why that is, but why is that?
Well, if it's not convenient to you and you have to go out of your way to get there, you're not going to go because it's inconvenient. Whereas if it's like right on your doorstep or it's close to where you work, you've got no excuses. You can just walk there, or just before like an hour before you're due to start work, you can get a quick workout in, shower, head straight off to work. It's easy. It's about making it easy for you. Like Brad talks about in sales, about making it easy for people to buy from you. It's about making it easy for you to be successful with going to the gym or with exercise.
Yeah. I guess that makes absolute sense. As you say, if the gym is a bit of a detour and out of your way, it already builds in an excuse for you to avoid going. Whereas if it is on the way or it's right next door to where you live or work, then you really haven't got the excuses. So I guess it's all about setting yourself up to succeed rather than setting yourself up to fail. So when you go to the gym, have an induction. Why is that important? Why can't you just sort of go? I guess we kind of know how to use the stuff already, don't we? We've seen it on the TVs and so on. What does the induction do for you?
It's like a confidence thing, right? Because gyms can be a very scary place, and I know myself. But I used to be very terrified of gyms when I first started using them. But like going in and having an induction, having someone show you around, show you what equipment they've got, where to find this, it just makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more at ease, and then you have a slightly better idea of what you're doing. I would still then recommend getting a program following on from the induction, because the induction is that it doesn't really give you a program, it just shows you how to use the equipment.
Right. Okay. So the induction is so that to figure out how to actually use the equipment rather than how you think you might use it, show you where everything is, and then get a program. Now, is that something that a gym will create for you, or would you need a personal trainer for that?
It depends on the gym, really. So some gyms, they'll offer a program design as part of the membership or for a small fee. Other gyms, the only way you can then get a program is if you then go on to hire a PT. But you don't have to necessarily get it from your gym. You can get there's tons of free programs online. I mean, what personal trainers do, right? Although people think, oh yeah, we write programs of people, we tell them what they should eat. What we basically do is we do implementation and accountability. So we help you to implement a program, and then we hold you accountable to make sure you stick to it. You can quite easily get the information for free online, but would you stick to it is the question.
Right. Okay. That's certainly cleared out one, I guess, myth that I had about personal trainers was that you get a personal trainer and they're the ones who are going to design a program for you. But as you say, you can pick up the programs anywhere. Some gyms will give them for free or for a small fee. So it is safe enough to get programs online off Google or the internet or wherever.
Yeah, you can. The only difference you have is it wouldn't necessarily be bespoke to you. It would just be sort of like a generalized program. I mean, I've followed programs from the internet before. When I was first starting to get into exercise, that's what I did. I went online and I found a program to follow.
Right. Okay. No, that's interesting. That's interesting. So you mentioned the idea behind having a personal trainer is more for the making sure that you're doing the program right, making sure you're following it, doing the exercises the right way. Because I guess it's very easy to slip into bad habits with them, and also the accountability side of it.
Yeah. Basically, you know that each week I've got this appointment with my PT. I also, what I do is I keep in contact with my clients over WhatsApp. So I ask them to do things like send me pictures of their food so I know what they're eating. I also ask them if they're doing workouts outside of the time that they spend with me, if they could also send me, like a picture of the equipment that they're using so I can see they're in the gym. So it's knowing that they've got someone checking up on them, and if they haven't done what they said I've asked them to do, that they know that when they come in, that I'm going to ask them about it, and they'll feel very guilty that they've not done it.
Right. Okay. So again, it's helping setting you up for success. So it's not just me going to the gym and making sure I go. It's I kind of don't really feel like going to the gym today, but if I don't, then Robert's going to be on my back when I see him again at the end of the week. And, it's going to be less hassle just to go to the gym than it is to explain to him why I've not gone yet again.
Pretty much it. The joke I always have is if I haven't heard from a client, I will send them a message saying, so I'm guessing that you fasted today then.
So actually that is an interesting point. So you keep in touch with them, not just on the days that they're at the gym or on the days they have their appointment with you at the gym, but you keep in touch with them outside of that as well, helping them to make sure that they're eating the right sorts of food, any other exercises that they do, I guess, so you can A, make sure they're doing it right, and B, take that into account with the overall program that they're doing, and just generally being there, not just at the gym, but outside of those hours as to push them on, and also, I guess, to support them and be a sounding board if they got questions and so on.
Yeah, I mean, the time that I actually see clients for is probably about 3 to 4 hours a week. So it's those other hours outside of the session that are going to make a difference, right? It's the hours outside of the sessions where they need to be eating right and doing their own workouts. If they're not doing those things, they're not going to get the results that they want, which then makes me look bad.
Yeah, true. I guess you're just as invested as they are in the results, because obviously you want them to succeed. So you've got a nice list of clients who've all succeeded, which as you say then makes you look better and is then more encouraging for future potential clients. So I guess both you and your client are both heavily invested in your client getting the best results that they can.
Yeah, 100%. You know, that it's like social proof, isn't it? Like, you're more likely to buy from someone who can show you, oh yeah, this is what a previous client of mine has done, than someone who doesn't have any of that to show you. Very
true. Very true. So the clients who come to you, are they all after the same sort of thing, or what sort of the general different types of results that people are wanting? Because I guess there's not one size fits all with this. If you'll pardon the awful pun that's in there somewhere, there's lots of different reasons people go to gyms. What are kind of some of the things that people want to get out of it?
My typical client, it tends to be men who work in an office, and often, you know, because they've been sat at a desk all day, they're driving everywhere. They've sort of put on a lot of weight compared to what they used to be like. So for them, it's about becoming more confident in their own body. You know, perhaps they've maybe got a holiday coming up, or they just want to look better in their suit when they're at work. The other sort of client that I've had a few of these, is like men who are sort of like quite skinny, but they want to put on muscle, which is exactly where I used to be. You know, still not the biggest of guys, I'm not a massive bodybuilder, but I used to be very, very, very skinny, and that's one of the things that I was kind of quite self-conscious about. So yeah, it's just kind of they want to put on a bit of muscle purely so they can feel more confident with their own body. So it tends to be one of those two type of people.
Right. So it's either losing weight, getting slimmer, trimmer, and fitter, or building up your muscle tone a bit so that you're no longer a 7-stone weakling getting sand kicked in your face, to quote the old adverts from years gone by.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So I guess it's going to the gym. It's not like there are some stereotypes out there. It's not all about going there to become the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is just regular, ordinary people, everyday people who recognize that for whatever reason, their body is no longer in the condition they'd like it to be, or it's never been in the condition they'd like it to be. And they just want to tone it up or tone it down a bit, and just get their body that little bit fitter and a bit healthier. So it's not about all the people out there trying to push to break records. It is just everyday, ordinary people from all walks of life.
Yeah, it's just people in general who want to be a bit healthier, a little bit fitter, and just generally happy with their body. It's not necessarily about people who want to be the next Mr. Olympia. You know, you do get those people in the gym, but they're not who I tend to work with, because I'm not like that myself. They will go to the guy in the gym who is the biggest guy, like the biggest PT.
Yeah. Right. So there are different kinds of PTs specialize and focus in different aspects and different areas of growth and development. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, each PT. I mean, if they're a good PT, they won't be a jack of